In this video, we'll be looking at both the Klymit Double V insulated and uninsulated sleeping pads, mainly the differences, but first, let's start with a quick summary of the similarities. Both Klymit Double Vs have similar dimensions of about 74 by 47 by 2.5 inches, complete with V-shaped air chambers across the entire sleeping pad and side rails that provide pretty decent edge support. Bouncing is very minimal for both. Both Klymit Double Vs are made of 75D polyester, top and bottom. Both have separate flat valves for inflation and deflation, and air retention is equally great for both. Both stuff sacks double as pumps, which can inflate the Double Vs very quickly even without airflow and without even having to use your breath. And now, let's go through the differences. The blue Klymit uninsulated Double V weighs 43.4 ounces or 2.7 pounds for both the Double V and the stuff sack, while the insulated Double V weighs 57.2 ounces or 3.6 pounds, which is about 30% more. The blue uninsulated Double V has a packed size of about 11 by 7 by 5 inches, while the red insulated Double V has a packed size of about 12 by 7.5 by 7 inches, which is about 60% bigger. This is because the Klymit insulated Double V has more insulation and a higher R value of 4.4, while the uninsulated Double V has minimal insulation and a much lower R value of 1.3. When I inflated both Klymit Double Vs without airflow, the bags of air tend to be slightly smaller. For the blue uninsulated Double V, it takes about 17 bags of air to fill it up, which is about 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Because the stuff sack of the red insulated Double V is slightly bigger, it takes only 13 bags of air to fill it up, which is about 1 minute and 45 seconds. When there's moving airflow, the bags of air are slightly bigger, and it takes me around 14 bags or 1 minute and 45 seconds to fill the uninsulated Double V. It takes me around 11 bags of air or 1.5 minutes to fill the insulated Double V. I deflate both Klymit Double Vs the same way by opening both valves, folding them in half, lengthwise, 2 times, and rolling it up to squeeze the air out. It takes me about 1 minute to deflate the blue uninsulated Double V, and about 1 minute and 15 seconds to deflate the red insulated Double V. I also pack both Klymit Double Vs the same way by folding them in half lengthwise 3 times and then rolling them up as tightly as possible. Then I fit them back into the stuff sack and compact the top down as much as possible before buckling it up. This usually takes me about 2 minutes for the uninsulated Double V and 3.5 minutes for the insulated Double V. The red Klymit Double V is more insulated and thicker, so it has a slightly larger stuff sack, and inflation takes 3 to 4 bags less, which is about 30 seconds less. However, the red insulated Double V also takes about 1.5 minutes more to pack back into the stuff sack because air gets trapped in the baffles more than the uninsulated version, so it's harder to deflate. The red insulated Double V also weighs almost a pound more than the blue uninsulated Double V and has a 60% bigger packed size. Overall, I really enjoyed using both Klymit Double Vs over the past year, and they're both very versatile because I could take them on shorter backpacking trips, camping, traveling, and they could fit into all 2-person tents, even ones with lower peak heights. The red insulated Double V is slightly more versatile though because it can be used for 3-season camping, but the blue uninsulated Double V is more portable. So if you don't need the insulation of the red insulated Double V, I recommend the blue uninsulated one so you don't have to lug around more weight. If you need more info on either of the Double Vs, these 2 videos here will go into much more depth. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.